right, for anyone playing along at home, we are now offering up sticker prizes for essentially doing what you're supposed to do. So I have a drawer full of stickers. Also, announcement, some of you guys probably didn't read that equation mat that I gave you last chapter. If you have it next week, it's going to be worth a reward. So that was one of those things we put in a page protector and we said keep track of this. If you did keep track of it and you have that next week, like, it'll be worth a reward. Guys, if you are behind, do something about it. Just like your conferences that you had the past couple nights where you're like showing your parents that you're growing up and becoming more responsible. When you tell your parents like, hey, I need you to support me getting my schoolwork done. I need some time. Maybe little sister needs to clean out the cat box and I need to do my math homework. Like, whatever. It'll show them that you're responsible and you care about getting your job done. Because right now, your job is to do school, right? Like, that's your job. Sorry, it doesn't pay very well, but your job is to do school. So that was louder than I thought. Yeah, I hear some people celebrating there. Seems like we're starting to figure out some strategies for doing this. Guys, when you're typing in numbers, I beg you to actually think. Don't just type in random numbers. Like, I beg you to think. Callum, you turned in both homeworks? I'm just double checking that people know why you're getting a sticker over there. Sol, did you have both? Sweet. I let Asher have first dibs, so I owed him for a long time. And honestly, man, this is one of those things, like, I don't know why in the past decade I haven't thought to do a sticker drawer, but I love these. Are super fun. Stay tricky, little hidden. Start each day with a grateful heart. I don't understand the orange 100%. Is this like from a meme or something? Orange 100%. I don't know. Some of these I just don't understand. Or there's just, some French fries. Dude, that's not even in the drawer. That's over here on my desk. And I saved this one for Mrs. Denies because I feel like since it kind of looks like CAD, that she might want it. Callum, keep going to the Desmos. I know you had to go pick a sticker, but actually go ahead and jump to slide 4, probably. Same with Asher. Go ahead and jump to slide 4. And actually, I'm going to pull us to slide 4.
How dare you!
I'm trying to come up with a witty response for how dare I, but my brain just is not in it.
I always say I dare.
Guys, be nice to your teachers. I know you're almost done with your classes for today, but like we were here till at least 8:30 Wednesday night. I don't know when other people left, but I left at like 8:30. Last night we were here till like 7:30. It's like your teachers are tired, and if grades haven't been updated or something, like we're tired. It's been a long week. The timing of all this is not good. That's also why this. I don't know if it says it to you guys, but this is for 6.2.5. But we already started talking about algebra. We don't need to wait to do this. But who can help me talk through? I want to take a volunteer. I don't have my cards. I want to take a volunteer for how we could deal with a situation like this. Monsef, go ahead and start me off. So we need the whole, like here it's the water. Okay, so we need the whole space. And we need each of the dividers. Okay. Ooh, so Monsef is saying, so that divider width, I'm going to call that like D, I guess. Monsef is saying we're going to triple the divider, because there's 3 of them, and do what with it? Okay, so then we're going to end up with something, a smaller number, right, if we're doing subtraction. So yeah, then we would get what's left, right, so the space that's left. And Monsef says divide that by 4. Why? Oh yeah, because we're trying to make 4 spaces. So I'm going to leave that strategy written up there and let you guys keep going, like unpause you or unsync you. Let's see what people took the effort to type out. It's probably like what Monsef said. You would need the entire space minus how much space the docks take up divided by 4. The full length, I agree, but we need even more than that. How long the entire thing is, the length of the main dock and the width of the main dock. A ruler. I mean, I don't know that would actually work because these things are on the computer. It would need to be the length of the boardwalk or whatever it's called. Ooh, boardwalk. Man, that's such a better word because then we can call it the boardwalk and the docks, right? Whoever used that word, thank you. Find out the width and see how much space the dividers take up, and by 3 and see how much space is left or the whole width. I get what you're trying to say here, but I don't think you have enough involved in your expression. I mean, we don't have exact numbers, but if we had, so let's keep continuing and go get some exact numbers. So go ahead and start trying to work it with the exact numbers that we see. Telling you guys, handheld calculators are easier to use. I know some of you guys don't believe me and you're going to keep using the computer calculator, but handheld is easier. Land of Misfit Papers, or No Names, has moved over there. Sorry to my artists, but if you create stuff on paper, I can keep it forever. Like we can put it on the board, but then I don't have to erase it eventually. My advisor has taken on the task of keeping a countdown of how many school days are left. So at extensions every day, or today at FCO, we're going to subtract 1 from the days of school. Who is surprised that there's only 51 days left? Yeah, legit. There's only 51 days of school left. We're not counting Discovery Days, right? Of course, because you shouldn't be here. So if you're here on Discovery Day, sorry, that's a day that's not in that count. There are 51 days of 7th grade left for you guys. No, school days. Like 51 school days. Yeah, so we're only going to need to subtract 1 during school days. Speaking of subtraction, see the segue? Brad, can you help me through the actual parking space one? All good. Isaac, can you help me through the parking space one? Okay, sorry.
Okay. In the last slide, Montef, I believe, explained to us that we have to subtract the amount of space that the dividers take up from the total.
So how much are the dividers going to take up here?
3 feet.
3 total, right? Because they each take up 1. They're going to take up 3 total. So how much space do we end up with left?
32.
And guys, as you go through this, if you start paying attention to the different parking lots, some lots just paint a stripe. Some lots paint a little rectangle that you're supposed to try to avoid. There are different ways that people paint the lots. Okay, so then, Asher, you able to tell me what we do with that 32 now that we took away the stripes? Yeah, then we divide this by 4 to make those 4 spots, and what do we get as our answer here? We're going to give 8 feet for each spot. Keep going. I'm going to leave this strategy written up here, but realize this won't always be 3. That won't always be 3 because it depends on how much space we're losing for those dividers. If you get this done, it is just time to work on homework because some people are further along than others. There are 3 of them. Each are 2 feet. How much total? 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Yeah. So we're going to have to get rid of that 6 first. So we're going to lose that. So let's put it lose the group. Sorry, -6. That's it. We're going to split. We need 4 columns. So we have 42 feet left, and we need to split 4 colors. So it would be not 48, it's 42. Which is like 42 feet. How many cars do we need? 4. So we need to divide by 4 to get 4 colors in this case. There you go. Griffin, I bet you accidentally double-clicked, but you skipped slide 7. It's the back to the dock. So I love what was written out here, but this is one of those situations where you got to be careful, because if you don't type this into your calculator perfect, it won't work. So check this out for a second. I don't want to have to pause you guys, but they did the whole space of 48, take away triple the divider, right, because their divider was times 2. Now, order of operations, what'll happen first, multiplying or subtracting? Multiplying. So they're safe to do this because the multiplication is going to happen first. What happens first? Parentheses or division. Parentheses. So the top of this is going to get done before we do the division, and most of us got our 10.5 feet here. Very good work. So then on back to the dock, it looked like some of us were maybe potentially struggling here. So I want some help working through this one. And if you are confident and you're beyond this, like, that's okay. You don't have to work through it with me, but if I call on you, I might ask for your help. So Jenny, can you tell me what we're going to do first with that, like, 41 feet?
We're gonna, since there's 6, the divider is 6 feet wide, and there's 3 of them, we're going to multiply 6 by 3, and that's 18.
So this really becomes 41 minus 18, which is 20. Somebody help me out. Math is hard. 23? No. Minus 8. Yeah, 20. I think 23. What's 41 minus 18? Punch it in. 23? Okay, so we got 23 feet left of water. Right? Izzy, what do we do with that 23 feet now? We will, because we're trying to park 4 boats there. So we'll take that 23 feet that we have now, divide it by 4, and that tells us each spot is going to be how wide? Those are some not very big boats. So? Yeah, and you can just work on homework then. We only have like 5 minutes left. 10. I can't, the Friday schedule, I might as well just give up on learning the Friday schedule for this year.
Yeah.
That's not a good, I shouldn't say that because I should not encourage quit mentality, but I'm not feeling it today. So actually, at this point, you are welcome to keep doing Desmos, or you're welcome to switch over to working on homework for the final 10 minutes. I looked at the schedule and I looked at the clock. now I did some math.
Whoa.
11:09 minus 10:59 is annoying, but is 10 minutes. I forget who it was the other day. They were talking like time about something, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, wait, there's not 100 minutes in the hour," and that was just a reminder of like, yeah, it's annoying that it's not 100 minutes.
That would make it a lot easier.
So don't do this right now. Ooh, any Doctor Who fans? We've got a TARDIS up here, or I mean, at least a phone booth.
I know what it is. I just wish I could watch it.
Ooh, no bad vibes. I love that sticker. I'm not safe. They're in here. You guys got to earn them. Then you got to kind of dig through. There's just a colorful parrot, just for fun. I might need to spread these out in multiple drawers. Ooh, follow the music. Guys, do your homework. Do your homework. Earn some stickers. I think what I'm going to switch to doing is paying out for a streak. So I think we might try to see, like, can we make a 2-day streak next week? Because with Discovery Day, like, I don't know that. Because I'll probably only be able to collect homework twice next week. So, like, if your 614 or 621 aren't done, work on them. If 622 needs worked on, work on it. By the way, nobody let me know this, but finally I figured it out. My answer key for Chapter 6 was not up yet, but it is up now. So, for reference, let's say that you were struggling on 614. Answer key. I should move this below the cheat sheets or the notes pages. Guys, my answer key is a resource for you. If we go look at 614, I color code very intentionally. So, what I'm doing in red is the what work. What am I doing in red? I don't have the voice today to do the fun voice. It's the on both sides work. I pretty much always try to color code my on both sides work in red. So look at part B. And this is from 614 that I know some of us don't have done. In part B, we have 4/5 x. Multiplying by 4, dividing by 5. That's what a fraction is. It's part multiplication, part division. So to deal with the 4 on top, quote-unquote 4 on top, really the 4 is multiplying, we divide by 4, or put a 4 on bottom. To deal with the 5 on bottom, which is dividing, we multiply by 5, or we put a 5 on top. So we can use the fraction 5/4 to get rid of the fraction 4/5, and that's how we can solve out this one. You're coming in to me in like 5 minutes.
Oh, I know. I'm getting that over.
Are you leaving?
No.
Oh, you just want a head start?
Yeah.
Make sure to tell me, I'm passing out your homework today, so make sure to tell me you already have it.
Okay. You have 8.3. There's 8.3.
Yeah, it should be in the bin. Actually, Cora's teaching our class, so she wants to pass me out. Yeah, can I help you with what? Ooh, I can go check if the actual chapter math notes are back, but I do have. Hold on, grab a seat, because I realized I was going to pass this out. Ooh, or everyone grabbed 622 already, it looks like. Or no, it's up front. Anyone want to pass something out? These are just notes. Sure, come grab these. So, the notes I told you I would print. I'm stealing one. I did. Your best steps for solving equations, right? Print it. It's what Monsef's passing out. On the back. It's not color, because we're going to go over this together and highlight it together next week. So I decided to not print in color so we can use highlighters and practice that skill. So here's those notes. I'm going to come around with today's homework. If you already grabbed it, please don't take another. You don't want to do it twice. It's got triangles on the back, right? So double check. Do you have the homework that has triangles on the back?
Yeah.
So did you? You still needed 2, yeah? You have this one with triangles on the back?
Yeah.
Got that. You're trading me, because that was my master copy. That's 62. Right here, on the bottom shelf. 2-2. Do we have it yet? It's got triangles on the back. 2-2.
This is at home. It's a resource. Cheat sheets.
This is great, so I think you need it. Sticker. This is wrong. Are you telling me it's wrong?
I also already had this.
Would Abby Harris please report to the Perry office for just a moment? Abby Harris to the Perry office for just a moment, please.
Guys, it would not be a surprise if I pay out a sticker or candy on Monday for doing Friday's homework. Because I know, it's Friday. I try to avoid Friday homework, but I knew I was going to give you class time. Sophie. Map logged me out, so give me a minute, Sophie. I have to prove I'm not a robot. Look, I sure hope that if I was a robot, I would have some sort of coding that I wouldn't feel sick. And trust me, this week reminds me that I'm a human. Well, Sophie, I don't know what happened, but come on up and get a piece of candy or a sticker. Because, yep, I had that wrong. The candy's still in the drawer, but the stickers are up on the desk.